If 35% discount is given on a trouser which costs 3,000 naira, how much will the buyer pay for the trouser? This question is taken from arithmetic of finance and the topic is discount or arithmetic of money, where you are dealing with purchases and how you spend money, buying, selling, and all that. Now, the trousers are supposed to be sold for 3,000 naira, or rather, a pair of trousers is supposed to be sold for 3,000 naira. But then a discount is given. The discount there means a reduction in the original price of the commodity or the good, meaning that the buyer will now pay less for what he or she wants to buy. Now, if you want to solve this problem, since you are giving the discount in terms of percentage, you need to remind yourself that the original price, which is the cost price, is supposed to be 100%. Now the buyer is being given a discount reduction of 35%. Therefore, the buyer is paying 65% of the original cost of the original price of the trouser. So how do you go about that? Since you know the cost price to be 3,000, what you do next is you compare the percentage of the selling price, which is what the buyer now will pay. So the original percentage is supposed to pay, and then multiply by the original amount is supposed to pay. Notice the pattern. What you are looking for, percentage, you are looking for the selling price. So you put the percentage of that selling price that you are looking for, divided by percentage of the cost price, which you know, times the cost price which you are given in the question. So percentage selling price is 65, all divided by 100 times the original 3,000, which is the price of the good. Now 100 we divide 3,000 to give you 10, or to give you 30 rather, and then 65 times 30 will give you 1950, and that's the cost, the selling price, or the price that the buyer will eventually pay to the seller. So discount, like I said, simply means reduction in the price of goods to the buyer or the customer. Question 17. Express 0.507 as a fraction in its lowest term. Now, the first you do is you write this 0.504 as a fraction. One way to do it is to use the place value system. The other way to do it is to shift decimal. But the place value system is the standard way to do it, while the shifting of decimal system is just a shortcut to the place value system. So watch the way I'm going to do this right now. The place value of the last digit here is 4. Therefore, it's thousands rather, which is 4,000. And thousands means 1 over 1,000. Therefore, you write 0.504 in fraction as 504 divided by this 1,000, because the place value of the last digit is 1,000. Another way to do it is to shift your decimal to the back of 4 from where it is, and you notice that you are shifting it 3 times here to the back of 4. That also agrees with our 1 over 1,000 that is written here. Therefore, 5 over 1,000 is the fractional representation of 0.504. And you can now break this down. Of course, you can use smaller numbers, but I chose to use 8 so that I will do it in just one step. You can decide to use 2 in 504 to give you 252, then 2 in 1,500, then use 2 again, and you keep using 2 until you get to the end of the division. So I used 8, which is like dividing by 2 3 times, and then you have 8 times 63 is 504. 8 times 125 is 1,000. So 8 we divide 8, and then we are left with 63 over 125, and that's option A. But don't forget that you can decide to use 2 repeatedly until you get to 63 over 125. All right. Question number 18. Find the value of 16 times 2 minus 3 plus 14 divided by 7. This is a question on directed numbers using the rule of BODMAS. Now, if you recall from your elementary math class, the BODMAS rule was presented to you, and B stands for bracket, O stands for off, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, S stands for subtraction. Okay, so if you follow the BODMAS rule, there is no bracket in the expression, so consider the next operation up. There is no up also in the expression, so we move on to division. The two numbers that are connected by division here are 14 and 7. So when you divide 14 by 7, you are going to get 2. Move on to the next operation, which is multiplication. The next operation is multiplication, and you do that by connecting the two numbers that are connected with multiplication. 16 times 2 therefore will give us 32. We have evaluated multiplication. The next operation is addition. So we add the two numbers with positive sign. You have 32 and you have 2, so you add them together, you get 34. And finally, you deal with the subtraction by removing 3 from 34 to get 31. And you are there. The final answer is 31, and the option is E. Alright.